Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Hibike Euphonium. So, last episode the focus was on Aoi and her quitting for studying for entrance exams reasons, at least that's what was on the official documentation. So let's get into this episode. Kinda ended off with Hazuki asking Kumiko if she's got a thing going on with Tsukamoto, but I imagine she'll say no. I don't think there's anything going on there. So, but obviously they've been not so subtle about Hazuki having a thing for him. So I guess we'll see what comes of this, how she responds to that. So let's jump on in to this possibly slightly awkward conversation. So 3, 2, 1, play. There's only one reason to ask that question. Okay, so I guess she knows. That's not very convincing. Yeah, we're all on the same page now. But yeah, maybe not say it too loud. Yeah, not a lot. That'd be... I suppose. Kumiko's still kind of processing what's going on here. Okay, so we are going to clarify that. Just like this. Man, things just aren't going well between her and Cody. Half the time she's not there anymore. Okay. One quick shot of Reina before we move to the opening. Very important to get that in. So yeah, Kumiko knows now. Oh, my desk is there. I actually tried to record this once before. Like, I did my intro, I clicked play button and try to watch this show, and then just everything just crashes. Just have to restart it all. That's horrible. At least it crashed at the very, very, very beginning, like, immediately. So, I guess it's not as bad as it could have been. Still annoying, though. I mean, the real question is, how does Tsukamoto feel about Hazuki? Because I don't think we got too much on that. Like, I don't think we've gotten a whole lot of blushing and looking away from him yet. Well, that'd be funny to see. Bum, bum. Back into it. Well, there you go. What does that even mean? It's like news to me. Yeah, clearly a great kept secret. Literally everyone. As if anyone would be worthy. What about you, Hazuki-chan? And Festival Triangle. Okay, like a love triangle, I assume you mean? Like a love triangle at the festival? At the Matsuri? That animation, though. Hey, do not stop her when she's on a roll. I'm glad we're all on the same page on that. You know, I've been trying not to laugh at that term, but the phrasing there especially kind of got me. Ow. I was trying to ignore you. Yeah. That was alright. But yeah, not a huge amount of them. He would do that. That'd be pretty crazy. I wonder if we're gonna talk about Hazuki in this scene. That would be nice. You sounded so whiny when she said that. It was great. Why do you ask? I had a feeling he was going there. Just no hesitation. I think Hazuki might, but yeah, okay. This could be the triangle that was mentioned in the title. The titular triangle. Almost sounds kind of lewd, but Are you okay? Those eyes look kind of dead. Literally gonna draw the triangle. Okay. That's great. That's a rectangle, not a triangle. Kumiko did nothing wrong. This is gonna be annoying to deal with. What she said. Yeah, Kumiko, you've been paying attention to our conversation, right? What was that? Well, then don't make her mad. I know, I'm pretty sure that means you're destined to be married. I do appreciate the skinship here, though. Well, that's fun. I like how into it Sapphire is. Because she's that kind of character, you know? Gets excited with other people having romantic stuff going on. A lot of shows have a character like that. Try to be really supportive. Is that Tsukamoto? I never feel like I'm saying his name quite right. Because it's Tsukamoto, but the U and the Tsu is kind of like somewhat silent, somewhat passive. I don't know how to describe it. It's not as pronounced, but when I try to do that, I like underpronounce it. I can't quite say it right. Tsukamoto. That's as close as I can get. Did she just grab Reina's arm? Yep. Well, that's I no complaints here. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take my Reina and go over here now. Well, she's with Reina. Everyone is not on your side here, so just go with Hazuki, please. Reina just like, I don't know what's going on. I was walking by, she suddenly grabbed my hand. I guess I'll go with this. And now they're alone. So, this is what they call a win-win. Win-win. You know, like Shirobako. So, man, she is just so gorgeous. Yeah. Also, does she have a seal in that shot, like, in her arms? I was not told this. Unsheared, what? No, ushered, okay. I just didn't read it correctly. It's alright, I guess. Definitely not my favorite kimono I've ever seen in anime. Just the color scheme and everything, it doesn't do much for me. Hers is pretty cute, though. Is she? Okay, I thought she was like two-handing the guns, but it was the other girl holding the other one. Never mind. That's actually really pretty. You look great, don't worry about it. She really does just look like a smaller version of her. Kohaku, okay. She's adorable. Even has the same like hair thingy. Yabai desu ne. How old is she anyway? Like 5? She looks so short. She really does. I really do think she looks great. Cho kawaii. So, I wouldn't mind seeing those two interact. They're probably gonna follow Hazuki. Bad timing to show up, but the hard life. You're supposed to say you just got here. And oh my god. It was definitely worth the wait. Oh wow. Just straight out with it. But man, she looks somehow even more beautiful than usual. I didn't think that was possible. So yeah. That sounds wonderful. You? Oh. Well, then I like it better too. What do you mean? Does everyone not do that? I love that this is happening right now. Definitely understandable. Right. Hayaku, I'm carrying a big instrument. Please slow down. She's also captivated by you, so that might slow her down a bit as well. Okay. We did say we were going to do that, so... I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. Do your best. You're not gonna answer the question. Gonna leave that Nanda hanging. Oh. Okay. Wow, okay. Okay, this is a... Okay, wow, this is a scene. Can this go on forever, please? Oh god, I love that. I just love all of that. I really did not expect it to go that direction. Is anyone else kind of sweating right now? That's not gonna happen. Ooh, takoyaki. That does look pretty good. Oh, wow, okay. Right out with it. Okay. Now it's just a matter of how he responds. Well, you did kind of hit him with that right, pretty much without a lot of prep, you know. But I think he might like Kumiko. That's a problem. But Kumiko's got Reina, so that's pretty much what I expected. Beautiful scenery, though. Is that comforting at all? Probably not. But I mean, like, okay, don't say that. We need to put this hit the brakes right now. The ultimate wingman instrument. But anyway, I'm kind of shipping Kumiko with Reina, and you are not going to mess that up for me. Flashlight app. You tell this is a fairly modern show. Oh. Oh. Well, I'm glad for that. What? Yeah, how do you respond to that? Was it? Right, we're getting into this. Oh, I uh, uh, how do I respond to that? Well then, we'll love to see that. I want to. I was so not ready for this. I oh wow, we did find a good spot. I need some water. Just wanted to see it with you. She didn't mention him. Is there some jealousy there? Oh. You would never become that. uh-huh. What are we doing? Oh. Uh-huh. uh-huh. Wow. Just let yourself be pulled. I know, right? No Dunning-Kruger here. Okay. Oh my god, that was cute. What the fuck? Oh god, my heart. Oh god, I was not ready for this episode. I might need a minute after this episode's over. I should pull the back out. And now we're gonna play beautiful music together. Just the two of us. We did get to see a little bit more of them. You found them. Are you counting? I was afraid of that. Oh, that made me feel better. Are you gonna end off on that? Dreamlike moment. That's a good way to put it. That's a great way to put it. Definitely took longer to get to that than I thought it would. And ED. Oh no, actually, okay. Guess we didn't have time for it. Okay. Guess that's fine. Well, that was the 8th episode of Hibike Euphonium. Right, so well, okay, so where do I start with this? We had a festival this episode, which was nice. The fact that Hazuki likes Tsukamoto, that was pretty much made clear. Like, Kumiko now has that. She confirmed for her that there's nothing going on between her and Tsukamoto. But we also had Midori / Sapphire, who was like really pushing that ship, doing her best to help out. We had some nice fun little stuff between those two, which was great. So, I mean, I really didn't know how it would go, the whole love thing. Like, I had a feeling it wouldn't work out, and it did not, but I am getting kind of ahead of myself. So, what did happen before the festival? That's kind of hard to remember, so I'm kind of having to skim through that. I mean, we had Kumiko being troubled, because she's kind of in this, you know, triangle position, so that was obviously a pretty big thing, and there were some discussions about, you know, the festival and all that. Well, I don't remember what it was called, the Alta something, I don't actually remember the name of it. They talked about it at some point. Right. And not a whole lot really happened of importance before the festival got started, so I guess it's fine if I don't talk about it too much. Although we did that one scene where she just, like, grabs the nearest hand, and it just happened to be Reina's hand. That was a pretty great little scene there. I did quite like that one. And Reina didn't, like, resist at all. She's just like, well, I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but, okay, I guess I'm here now. And what was it she said as she was leaving that one scene? I actually do want to take a better look at this scene. Yeah, she's like, I'm going with this person. I mean, I want to look at the very beginning of that. Because it seems like she grabbed before she even looked, like she literally just grabbed a random hand. Like, I wasn't sure whether or not that was the case, but looking at it again, it does look like it. Like, she just literally grabbed, she's like heard the door open and just reached towards it. It's like, well, luck of the draw, whoever I grab, who I grab. It seems like that's what happened, but can't really say one way or the other. But I'm pretty sure it was because she had kind of like a when she realized who it was, when Tsukamoto pointed out who it was, right? The look on her face was pretty great. And she just like holds on to her arm pretty much throughout the whole scene. And then we meet at them, we're like together at the shoe locker area. And then Reina just confirming, you know, where they meet up, because, you know, Kumiko kind of sort of asked her on a date for the festival, right? And Reina just had no problem with this, none whatsoever, which was great. I love Reina, just the way she, you know, kind of carries herself, the way she acts, you know, it's very appealing to me, right? And that's on top of her just being an absolutely gorgeous character. So she's got a lot going on in her favor, is what I'm trying to say. Although we did, Hazuki looked great in her outfit as well, I pointed out. We also got to see the little sister of Midori, and she was adorable. I mean, she basically just a mini Midori, like Hazuki pointed out. So that was fun to get to see her. But yeah, the most important thing in the episode by far was the date between Reina and Hazuki, or Reina and Kumiko, right? Right? So, I mean, I was already pretty excited that they were at the festival together. I had no idea just how deep we would go, for lack of a better term, in this episode, right? Like how much talked about feelings and stuff we would get. But we got a lot. I mean, we have Reina wearing this gorgeous blue one piece sort of thing, right? We agreed to like take turns carrying each other's instruments or whatever, because poor Kumiko has to lug this heavy thing around. We had this one shot, I'm going to look at it again. But I think it was right after the switch. Yeah, she sets it down, and we actually see her put on the hair tie, which is great because we see it like fully animated, like in detail. I was just so captivated by that. And then later on in the episode, we see her take it out, because why not? Just any excuse for some animation budget on Reina, I will take it. Right? And I love the look on Kumiko's face as well, as just kind of like watching Reina equip this thing. And she's like, it just looks so wrong. I mean, it does look kind of weird. Like, and for one thing, that's not really a hiking outfit, in my opinion. And she's got that on, and she's got big old euphonium on her back. It's all great. Almost I'll just rewatch this whole scene again on my end and kind of comment on it in more detail as I go. But talk about the pain of the feet hurting, and she's like, I don't hate pain though. And as I heard that, I mean, my mind is my mind. First thing I thought of is, well, I guess she's a masochist. I didn't say that out loud because, as usual, I try to curve my gutter mind as I watch the show. But it's definitely what I thought. So you can imagine my surprise when Kumiko goes there, because the subs say, what, that's kind of hot. You know, at first I was like thinking maybe I took that the wrong way, but then I actually listened to the dialogue that followed it. And she actually did say, you know, eroi, like erotic. And just the way she said it too, just, man, just damn. And then she calls her hentai afterwards. Like that out of everything in the episode, that may have been what caught me off guard the most. Like if there was ever a scene that made it clear just like how long they've known each other, how close they are, it would be that one. Like just the way she said it, the lack of hesitation in saying something like that. I don't know, just the whole thing was 10 out of 10. I really don't have the words actually, but that did something to me, all right. That was one of those moments where I almost wanted to pause and go look up some Euphonium doujinshi. But anyway, we also had the Hazuki and Tsukamoto stuff, right? And which I actually thought would be the biggest focus, like as far as things that go on in the festival. But I'm pretty sure a lot more screen time was dedicated towards Reina and Kumiko, which I didn't expect, but I was extremely happy for. And yeah, the thing between Hazuki and Tsukamoto, it didn't go well. It didn't go well. She confessed without much hesitation, and he rejected her without too much hesitation. So I am glad we kind of got that over and done with pretty quickly, you know, because you don't really want things like that to be lingering on for too long with the whole will they, won't they. Like, there's a lot of ways you can prolong that sort of thing. A lot of shows do. So I'm glad we didn't. What I'm not so glad about is that some people are trying to shift gears on Tsukamoto getting together with Kumiko. And already I would not have been happy about that direction, but because in this episode in particular, they gave me a bucket load of ship fuel between Reina and Kumiko, I especially was not happy about that. So hopefully that really doesn't go anywhere. Because otherwise this Reina-Kumiko stuff would have been a big tease. Which would be pretty horrible. Okay, also this scene between them. What did she say exactly? You know you have a terrible personality. When I first read that, I actually thought she was talking about herself. Because obviously Reina's not the easiest person to get along with, right? So for a second I thought that's what she meant, but eventually, you know, it clicked that she was referring to Kumiko, who just like didn't know how to take it, so we had another one of those great Kumiko faces after she says that. So yeah, you asked if I really thought we could make nationals, and yeah, this is where obviously they had that kind of fight, so it makes sense to be a bit of a sore spot for them. And man, we see her like play with her hair in the scene too. Just I love all this. But I mean, she's not wrong though. It's kind of a messed up thing to say, but nothing we can't get past. Yeah, speaking of things that caught me off guard, this too. It's a confession of love. How did we go from like basically insulting Kumiko to claiming it's a confession of love? That was quite a jump. And Kumiko again being like, okay, I'm not sure how to take some of the things you're saying right now. That side of you is always interested in me. And then she brings up like a friendly mask sort of thing. You know, good girl mask that she apparently wants to forcibly rip that off of her. Which just, I don't know, this like, I couldn't count the amount of lines throughout this entire scene that just were top tier. Do you understand my love? I don't know, this was the best. I really just can't overstate just how much better this overall date was than what I expected it to be. Like, it's like my expectation was at like a 7 out of 10 and it was actually at like a 10 out of 10. That's kind of what it was. And then we get actually to the spot itself after this long hike, seeing a beautiful scenery, right? I'm pretty sure we had some more good lines around this point too. Oh yeah, she brings up Tsukamoto, so I think there may be some jealousy there going on. I mean, there's no reason to bring him up otherwise. Like, nobody was talking about him. Nobody mentioned him. But so it's a bit of a sore spot for her, it seems like. So very much, at least that's the way I took it. There being some jealousy there. I like that we had there as well. Not too long after that. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of going through this whole scene again because I just want to talk about it in more detail, and this is kind of my YouTube channel, so. So you got some nice wind blowing. I had a feeling you'd understand. Yeah, then we get some more detail on Reina, right? Kind of how she feels, her life philosophy and whatnot, which is great to get. I like the symbol with the star symbol with the fingers. Now I want to be a faceless crowd member, wanting to be special, not just thinking that she's special, but actually being special. I like how she made that distinction. And then we had this, the finger on the forehead, which also a bit of a surprise. Like, I wasn't quite sure where she was going with that. But then we get more wind blowing and Reina's name being said. And then, yeah, I want to become someone specialist when she says that. I'm waiting for the finger movements on my end. Yeah, she just like slides it all the way down through her nose, kind of like off of her lip, like kind of flicking it. Like, I still can't believe she did that. Just, this is such a, there's some interesting flirting methods going on in this episode, this date. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Kumiko being pulled in, as she said. I felt like becoming a victim wouldn't be that bad. I get it. I get what she means. And yeah, you can definitely become special by playing the trumpet. And then we had this bit around here. I think a guy went past it. Yeah, because she's sitting there. And then out of nowhere, almost like a switch was pushed. She like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it was like a cuteness switch was pushed. She just like starts, you know, smiling, giggling, like pushing her dress down. I don't know what you'd call that mannerism, but like, and all just more great animation throughout the whole thing. And like, she sits down, the whole dress like kind of like flies up. No pantsu scene in spite of that. So just an absolutely gorgeous beaming smile from her, kind of like what we got in that one episode, right? Some blushing going on. And you know, she once again says she has a terrible personality while she's absolutely beaming, you know, it's blushing, smiling, looking like the happiest she's looked in the entire show, pretty much. Like, I still can't, that was like, I don't know, number 4 or 5 of the really surprising bits throughout the scene, throughout the date. Just, I don't know, I really just have trouble processing the level of greatness that I got in this episode. I think that's the best way I can phrase it. It was just at such a high level of everything I could have hoped for, but didn't expect, that it's just the process of taking it in is difficult. That's the best way I can describe it, honestly. I was just so blown away time after time after time with things that were said, things that were done, Reina mannerisms and stuff that she does throughout the episode. And we end off this greatness by taking off her shoes and playing music together at this nice little spot, as we have kind of a montage of the various events going on down below. And then the very, very end of the episode is reminding us that, yeah, the auditions are still a thing, and we might actually be getting into them next episode. So that is something to look forward to. Yeah, I think that's everything I could possibly say about the episode. It was literal perfection, more than I ever could have expected or hoped for. We got it. Hopefully we did not encourage the Kumiko Tsukamoto thing too much. I hope we can put the brakes on that. I mean, Kumiko hasn't expressed any interest in him at all, so I'm pretty confident that's not going anywhere, but you never know. You never know. But yeah, this was amazing. I could not have, I was not ready for this episode, but I'm extremely happy I got it. I think that's kind of my overall takeaway from it. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, I hope you click that like button, leave a comment, support me on Patreon, watch more of my videos. But for now, bye-bye.